Hey everyone, Orange here. Welcome back to another video. It's July, TOA hard reset. I finished it yesterday, so I'm wrapping up my videos with you guys for this month. Today we're on level 90. It is Seara. So, I beat this floor a couple rotations ago with a different team. I beat it when it was on level 80 on TOA hard with Spectra instead of Aria, so I like to stick with what works. So I tried that team with Spectra instead of Aria. It didn't work. I paid attention closely to the runs, and I was noticing the problem was that some of the jokers were actually moving, and they would bomb me, and then they would put a dot on me, and the turns didn't really match up, so I couldn't cleanse the whatever off, and my Wings of Wind weren't up at like the same time, so something would end up dying with that team. So what I did from that point, I knew the problem was that they were getting turns. So what I did was I put Arya in instead of Spectra because she's on Despair and she has her bat thing. And what I was hoping to do is lock down the enemies like totally so they wouldn't move at all. Spectra, for some reason, on 80 was doing that because, I don't know, maybe it was just kind of bad luck with my other stunners or something. You know, bad luck with my Beretta and Vero. With, I don't know, helping get the initial stun, but I figure if I put in Arya, it should be guaranteed because she has so much CC that none of the jokers should move at all. I should have plenty of turns to get a taunt or attack bar reset on Seara, so I put her in and it worked, but the thing is, I did have to get good RNG, so this is one of those floors that I just pretty much RNG'd out until I passed it. I had to do this floor 10 times or so until I finally passed it, and if you guys actually watch this run, I got very, very good RNG on this specific run. Seara actually misses a bomb on my Bella. She doesn't miss it, but my Bella resists. That happens when one of the jokers is left alive and it has like a sliver of health, so pay attention to that if you want to see that. I still may have been able to pass the floor with Mav solo taunting without Bella if Bella died. It could have been fine, so pay attention to that too. I mean, I'll have to watch it here in a second too. Okay, I have to tell you guys, I'm a very persistent person, you guys know that. Last time was the first time I ever beat Lyrith, and I did Lyrith. I attempted that floor, TOA hard 100 Lyrith, probably like 75 times until I finally passed. So don't be a little bitch and say that things don't work when you just need to RNG it out. So like I said, I had to do this floor 10 times and I got really good RNG and that's how I passed it. Another tip I have to tell you guys is if you have better options, they might work better. Like immunity would work really well for this floor if you have an immunity monster. But I was already using like my Spectra Arya thing. Like I kind of knew what I wanted to tackle. So I decided to not use Velojoule just because I was kind of lazy. But that probably would have been like another option last resort. Because you guys know I do have Velojoule. So that was kind of a more extreme thing that I would have had to resort to, but I saw that all I needed was good RNG, and I needed to play this floor very well to finally pass it. So, oh, I think we already saw the bomb thing. I wasn't paying attention because I'm just thinking about what I'm talking about. Okay, so, another thing I have to tell you guys is that sometimes you may not be using the best skills, like, properly, and you may not even know it, so that could also be another thing. It could be human error and RNG. It's always a combination of the two as to why you're failing, so you have to really make sure that you're using the proper skills and not making any mistakes. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices, so let's say for instance, everything was CC'd except one Dark Joker, but let's say that CC was Sleeps. If that's the case, then you may have to actually let that Dark Joker move, and it may not actually be a sacrifice at all, because what's he gonna do? Mount a bomb on you that you're gonna cleanse off in like 1 second? The bomb could possibly detonate. Like, it might be a risk. So in my theoretical situation, let's say that like your Bella's gonna move first, and your Vero's not gonna move for a while. In that situation, your monsters could violent proc a bunch of times and actually die to that bomb, so it is kind of a risk. That's something that that, like, I'm just giving you guys a little example of, like, something that you should probably take that risk, because that's probably your highest percentage play, letting that single Dark Joker move and risking the violent procs and dying, instead of, you know, stomping and waking up some of the other targets or something, because that's probably a lower percentage play. So that's something that I have to tell you guys, pay attention to it, and I would always suggest, like, writing down notes. I haven't really done that too much, but I would have actually resorted to that soon if I didn't pass this floor in, like, a couple more tries. I think I actually... Sorry, my dog's making noise. So, sneezing. Okay, so I think I got a piece of paper out and I was ready to start writing notes, but then, like, I said to myself, okay, calm down. Just focus, you know, just focus on making the highest percentage play you can at every point in this battle, and then you should win. And then I noticed I got some pretty good RNG, and then I finally passed it. So yeah, like, don't be a little bitch and don't say, hey, Orange, you just got really good RNG. I'm so fucking unlucky. I never get good RNG. Fuck off. Write notes down. Do whatever you can, you know? I had other options to resort to, right? And this team has everything you absolutely need in a team to beat this floor. If you don't have other good options like Veligul or Verad or something like that, it has everything you need. You have 4 stunners, Beretta's on Despair, Vero has a Stomp, Beretta has an attack bar reset, Arya has AoE Despair, Arya has a Sleep, and a stun if you want to do her second skill to stun. Mav has a stun and a taunt. It has pretty much everything you need. You can even take out Bella. I totally forgot about that. I think I actually beat this floor without a healer at all. Maybe I should have done something like that. Maybe it would have been easier. Hey, I might actually write myself a note. Next time, do that. I believe I did beat it because you don't actually need a healer because they shouldn't be moving too much aside from the first couple revenge procs that'll probably happen on the Dark Jokers. If you don't CC them the very first turn, they might revenge a little bit and kind of chunk you out, but then after that it should be pretty solid, the CC that you can put on them, so that's something to consider. So those are my other options for you guys. Immunity, Nat 5s if you have them, or no healer at all. Use your damn brain. You guys are smart. I know you guys are. You can figure something out. It's not that hard. But I hope my team works. You know, I told you guys it has everything you need, but you might just need a little bit of RNG, and you might need to not be a dumbass and use the correct skills and use the highest percentage play. I'm sorry I'm cursing. I'm kind of in a bad mood today. I don't really know why. But yeah, just giving you guys real talk, you know? So we're almost done with this floor, and then we go off to 99 and 100. I had to RNG 99 too, which is fine in my opinion. I'm a persistent person. I'm cool with RNGing that floor 15 times until I beat it, and paying attention to what I could do right and what I'm doing wrong. And then that's it. So this TOA hard rotation is my 3rd clear ever of TOA hard, 3rd consecutive, keep in mind, because that's more prestigious than just 3rd. And it was my fastest. I cleared this a couple days after it actually reset, so that's something that I'm looking to pay attention to see how fast the clears get. I think it depends on the floors. Like, last rotation had a bunch of, like, Joltan floors, which you need pretty good RNG, and probably, like, Thrain or Hemos to beat, or a really cheesy strategy. So I'm gonna have to keep paying attention to how it goes month to month, and I will have to see if it gets easier over time. That's what happened with TOA normal. I can honestly say right now, as I'm looking back at TOA normal, it's just rune quality. TOA normal's like pretty easy compared to hard. Well, not pretty easy, but it's just different, you know? The floors are kind of just, actually, maybe not, I don't know. But overall, as my rune quality improved over time, TOA normal got super easy, and I'm finally at the point where I can auto the whole thing, almost. Some of the floors I fail, and then I have to switch out like a monster, and then I can go ahead and auto it with that new team. So we will have to see how TOA hard keeps going, if it gets faster, or if this rotation was just one of the easier ones for me. I only had troubles on a couple of floors. I would say this floor, 84, I had to do like twice because it has some liches that can't be CC'd, so I just had to swap in a different team of like, you know, Chasoon, Briand, or I can't remember what I used, but it was something kind of weird and not that easy to obtain. And then so it was 90, 84, and then what else? 99 and 100. Well, 100 didn't really. 100 was a little bit difficult, but not really. Just the first 2 waves was the problem. So yeah, that's it for this video. I apologize if I gave you guys some sass today, and maybe you guys don't like that. But yeah, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed my tips. I will catch you guys in the next video.